Steve, would you lead us in our invocation?
Our Father, we thank you for this privilege that we have to bow before you and pray. We thank you, this being our last meeting, we thank you, Lord, for the privilege we've had to serve in this administration, our mayor, clerk, and all the department heads and councilmen that we've been in serve with. We thank you for that, Lord. We pray that the new incoming administration work together, Lord, for the betterment of this city, and we just pray that you would use us for your glory. Thank you for this season, Lord, and what it means to us. Birth of our Christ child came for us, Lord. Again, we thank you for all you do for us. Give us wisdom tonight as we make decisions for this city. In thy name we ask it all, Lord. Amen.
Lena, Sophia, and Megan, will you lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Started. Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Clerk Faulkner, will you have the roll call, please?
Steve Arnott.
Here.
Mike Scipio.
Here.
Doug Fleshman.
Here.
Greg Hudson.
Here.
Jim Hughes.
Here.
Connie Thompson.
Present.
Linda Bogus.
I'm here.
And Greg Wolf.
Here. Quorum being present, I declare the December 21st, 2020 meeting of the Dunbar City Council in order. First on the agenda is the minutes of the previous meeting.
Mr. Mayor, I make a motion that we accept the minutes of the meeting of December 7th, 2020 as written.
Second. There's been a motion by Councilman Fleshman to approve the minutes of the December 7th, 2020 council meeting as written, seconded by Councilman Hudson. Any further comments, questions, or clarifications? Being none, all those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, no. Abstentions, none. Motion carries. All right. It is with great pleasure and excitement to introduce Lena and Sophia Deal, the Singing Dill Sisters, all the way from the east end of Dunbar to sing a Christmas song for us tonight. Ladies.
Take your mask off. Hey.
Dancer and Prancer and Vixen, Comet and Cupid and Donner and Blitzen. But do you recall the most famous reindeer of all? Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose. And if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names. They never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer games. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? Then all the reindeer loved him, as they shouted out with glee. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in history.
Good job, girls.
Thank you.
Great job, thank you.
What do you say?
Merry Christmas to you.
Good job, girls. Wonderful.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you. Okay, next on the agenda would probationary firefighter Alex Hodges come forward.
There you go, over there.
Fantastic. You all come up here close to him. Okay, if you'll kind of stand right here on this side, you all can stand over on this side. There you go. So are you ready?
Sir.
Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Alex Hodges,
I, Alec Hodges,
do hereby certify
do hereby certify,
that I have been duly appointed to probationary firefighter.
do
Hereby certify
hereby certify I've been
duly
duly
appointed
appointed
to probationary
probationary firefighter
for the city of
for
Dunbar,
the city of Dunbar,
West Virginia,
West Virginia,
by Mayor William Cunningham
by Mayor William Cunningham,
and confirmed by the city council
and confirmed by the city council
on this 21st day of December 2020.
on this 21st day of December 2020,
And as such,
and as such,
I do solemnly swear
I do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the state of West Virginia,
and the Constitution of the state of West Virginia,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and I will faithfully discharge
the duties of probationary firefighter
the duties of the probationary firefighter
of the city of Dunbar
of the city of Dunbar
Fire Department
Fire Department
to the best of my ability, so help me God.
to the best of my abilities, so help me God.
Thank you very much. Congratulations. Now you have to make your speech.
Mom was gonna pin his badge on. Don't stick him too hard.
Then she'll just have to watch each uniform tonight before he goes back to work tomorrow.
I just want to take a moment to thank the councilmen and the city of Dunbar who give me this opportunity to serve the community. I hope to have a long career and a healthy career here, and hopefully one day retire from here. So I'm very excited and just wanted to express my gratitude. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We're excited. Now, the chief will bring you in tomorrow and you'll sign the oath and so forth. We'll get it notarized and get you copies of it
All
tomorrow.
right, well, thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Three more minutes.
That's okay for being a cop.
Okay. Next on the agenda is Mr. Jones will make announcements on the Christmas parade float winners. They won't be present this evening because there's too many people, but we'll announce them and he will, get the awards to them probably tomorrow or the next day.
Thank you, Mayor. I want to thank everybody who came out and participated in the parade this year, due to COVID. We thought it would be down, but we still had a pretty good parade. Usually it goes about an hour and 20 minutes. Councilman Hughes, I'm talking 45. So it was still a good parade. Thank everybody for coming out. We do have 4 categories this year, going 3 deep. I'll go ahead and start those now. Spectacular Sparkle, first place. Ron Brown with Industrial Industries. Ron came down today and wanted me to tell everybody thank you and Merry Christmas to everyone. Ron's participated in this thing ever since we've had it. Second place in Spectacular Sparkles, Randy Milam. He had the birth of Jesus Christ and Jesus on the cross. Third place comes from Joe Lipscomb, who had a side-by-side with orange lights on. First place, Holiday Spirit, Dunbar Mountain Mission, truck, trailer, and singing. Second place, Dunbar Community Watch, truck and flatbed with trailers on it, people around them passing out stuff. And third place, New Beginnings Learning Academy. They had walkers and out passing out flyers to everybody. Music note, first place, Girl Scouts had a flatbed with a snowman. Second place, Hoppy's Train. I just gave that award to Megan to give to them. Third place, Steve Gandy had a truck with lights on. Santa Sleigh. First place, Russ Dean had an antique tractor with a Grinch on it. Ed Webb had a 1964 Volkswagen Bug, inflatables and lights. And third place was Samantha Evans with a T-Rex motorcycle. And then the mayor's award also went to Hoppy's Train. That's all the winners, and yes, we have been contacting them and getting them out to them.
Great job, Bob.
All right.
Okay, next on the agenda is the fall Christmas lights. This was a little bit of a challenge. We had some people go out and make a list of the houses that they thought warranted awards, and my wife and I went out and checked that list out, and based on our criteria of the maximum number of lights that you can put on a house and overall theme and continuity with, so these are the choices that my wife and I made, and a couple of them turned their lights off just as we were coming up the street, so we had to go back the next day and check them again. Had to go a little bit earlier. We got a little bit late start, so but anyway, so Bub will read the list.
All right. Ward 1, I got one name, but I got two names. Was Ray Sanders and Robert Chandler. They're at 338 18th Street. They even went on and decorated the yards beside them. Ward 2, some of y'all may know.
Can we go back to that one?
Yes, go ahead.
If you want to see something pretty, go up to the city park. And before you, as you right there at the turn, before you go on up into the park, just stop and look. You can see that house from City Park. It lights up about 2 blocks.
That's
It
the
is.
Griswold's.
Oh, it's definitely a Griswold house.
Yeah. Ward 2, some of y'all may know these people. Dana and Pam Hayes. Ward 2, 2704 Edward Circle. Ward 3, I really love Timothy Vance, 101 Westmoreland Drive. Really got with me. He had pigs with wings in his yard, like pigs flying. It was pretty neat. And Ward 4, no Dunbar High School buddy of mine, didn't know it until then, was Clint Pickens at 124 Roberts Road.
Now, the 124 Roberts Road is best viewed from Marks Road.
Yes.
Because if you go up and look at it, you'll go to his driveway and you'll just see some lights. But if you go down on Marks Road and look up, he has just about the whole hillside lit up.
Or from the slip on Garnet Drive.
Or the slip on Garden Drive is a good place to.
Be careful, don't fall over.
Okay. Thank you, Bud. We really appreciate that. And thank everybody out in Dunbar Way that's participated this year. There were a lot of really beautiful houses. It was really a struggle, and I think probably some started decorating after the cutoff date, because we went back a couple of days later and we found some new houses that were even brighter and shinier than the ones that we had seen when we had the, we had to get them awarded so we can get the awards made. So next year get started a little bit earlier so we can get out here and watch you as you progress. Okay, next item on the agenda is invoices for payment.
Mr. Chairman, our invoices for this period total $234,955.37. And in Finance Committee, we reviewed these invoices and peak our statement. And so I move that we pay these invoices.
Second.
There's been a motion by Councilman Hudson to approve invoices in the amount of $234,955.37 for payment, seconded by Councilman Hughes. Any questions, comments, or clarifications? Being none, all those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, no. Abstentions? None. Motion carries. Next item on the agenda is ordinance 795.
Yes, Mayor, this ordinance is ordinance 795 to renew the 5-year contract franchise agreement with Suddenlink for their cable service.
So moved.
Second. There's been a motion by Councilman Scipio to approve the second reading of ordinance 795, renewing the 5-year franchise agreement with Altice USA Suddenlink for the cable services, seconded by Councilman Fleshman. Any questions, comments, or clarifications? Being none, there will be a roll call vote.
Steve Arnott,
Yes.
Mike Scipio,
Yes.
Doug Fleshman,
Yes.
Greg Hudson,
Yes.
Greg Wolf,
Yes.
Connie Thompson,
Yes.
Linda Bogus,
Yes.
and Jim Hughes.
Yes.
All voting in the affirmative, the motion passes on the second, or the ordinance passes on the second reading. Next on the agenda is the approval of the 2021 holiday calendar, and I think that we noted in Finance Committee that we're adding December 31st to that calendar for clarity. This will be December 31st of 2021.
I'll make a motion, we approve the calendar as presented.
Second.
There's been a motion by Councilman Scipio to approve the 2021 holiday calendar with the adjustment to add December 31st of 2021 to be observed as the Christmas holiday. Seconded by Councilman Hudson. Any further comments, questions, or clarifications? Being none, all those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, no. Abstentions, none. Motion carries. Next item is Taylor Road slip.
Mr. Mayor, I make a motion that we enter into an agreement with American Geotech to provide design services for the correction of the slips on Taylor Road in the amount of $11,900. Second.
There's been a motion by Councilman Fleshman to approve entering into an agreement with American Geotech to provide design services for the correction of the Taylor Road slip in the amount of $11,900. Seconded by Councilman Wolf. Any comments or clarifications?
Should be slips since we're doing 2 of them up there.
Yes, there are actually 2 slips on Taylor Road. Yes, sir. Any further comments? Being none, all those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, no. Abstentions, none. Motion carries. Next is the slip on Garnet Road.
Mr. Mayor, I move that we enter into an agreement with American Geotech to provide design services for correction of Garnet Drive slip in the amount of $7,400.
Second.
There's been a motion by Councilwoman Bogus to approve entering into an agreement with American Geotech to provide design services for the correction of the Garnet Drive slip in the amount of $7,400. seconded by Councilman Hudson. Any any comments or clarifications? Being none, all those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, no. Abstentions, none. Motion carries. Next item is discussion on Parkway Road designation.
Well, Hoppy Shores has helped us in the past in various ways as far as recreation equipment goes, playground equipment. So I'd like to make approve to make the honorary designation of the City Park Road as Henry C. Hoppy Shores Way.
Second.
There's been a motion by Councilman Scipio to approve making an honorary designation of City Park Road as Henry C. Hoppy Shores Way, was seconded by Councilman Wolf. Any further comments, questions, or clarifications? Being none, all those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, no. Abstentions? None. Hoppy is out of town this week with family, so they requested that we have, we were going to have him here tonight at a dedication ceremony, so he wanted to hold off and have the dedication ceremony sometime next week, weather permitting, to consummate this and place the sign up there. So we will get everybody notified as soon as we get that organized and in place. Okay. Next item on the agenda is payment to Intact Insurance.
I'll make a motion, we approve the payment to Intact Insurance, which is One Beacon, in the amount of $5,477.22 for deductible on 5 lawsuits.
Second.
There's been a motion by Councilman Arnott to approve payment to Intact Insurance / One Beacon in the amount of $5,477.22 for the deductible on 5 lawsuits. It was seconded by Councilman Hughes. Any further comments, questions, or clarifications? Being none, all those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, no. Abstentions? Next on the agenda is Fire Rescue 581 engine.
I'll make a motion that we approve the repairs to Fire Rescue 581 in the amount of $2,999.61 by Charleston Fleet Service.
Second.
That's correct, the 3,000 plus tax.
Oh, okay.
But he said 999, or just 99.
$2,999.
$2,999.61.
Yes.
Not to exceed $3,000.
There you go, that's better.
There's been a motion by Councilman Scipio to approve repairs to Fire Rescue Engine 581 in the amount of $2,999.61 by Charleston Fleet Services, seconded by Councilwoman Baldus. Any further comments, questions, or clarifications? Being none, all those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, no. Abstentions, no. Motion carries. All right. We will have the department head reports. This will be the last report of this year and this administration. And I'd like to thank you guys for all that you've done. You've been very supportive of me and the council and have worked diligently to try to get the things accomplished that we set out for you to do over the last several years. So I'm proud to have worked with you, and it really means a lot to me, what you all done. Okay, first will be Chief Moss.
Good evening, Mayor, Council. Just what you just said, I appreciate the opportunity you've given me and council support this last year. It actually hasn't been a bad year. We've learned to do some very basic things in different ways. There's never anything wrong with learning something, to do something basic in a different way, I don't think. So thank the department heads, council. The new officers riding cars with officers now on a shift. We still don't have word from the academy yet. They've had their firearm qualification and their basic rules and regulations and those things to get into the car. So they started their FTO program as we know it now without them having an academy, but had no issues with them. So with that, I'll take any questions anyone has. Thank you. I want to say thanks for the COVID money, the turkeys and hams, like you said earlier, everyone was appreciative of it. There's always a need. You never know what someone's needs are, but I do believe you filled the needs of a few people. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief. Next, we'll have Deputy Fire Chief Berger.
Mayor, Council, I don't have much to report on other than probationary firefighter Hodges started today. Seems like a real fine young man, a very solid hire for us. So we're hoping for good things out of him. After the first year, we're going to really get started on his training and hopefully getting him ready for the road pretty soon. To echo what he said, thank you for the COVID adjustment. The hams, turkeys guys really appreciated that. We're hoping 2021 is better to us than 2020 was. So if you guys have any questions, I'll take those.
Thank you, Chief. I guess Chief to be someday.
Monday.
4 more years.
4 more years, yeah.
2.
Just 2? I'm sorry.
Sanitary Board, Mr. Burnside.
I'd just like to say the same thing. The Sanitary Board was very appreciative of the grant that you gave the Sanitary Board in order for them to receive the COVID. Otherwise, they wouldn't have got it. So they were very, very appreciative, very surprised, and very thankful. Like the chief said, I think you filled a need there with some of the guys. So thanks very much. And with that, I'll take any questions that you might have.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Burnside. Next, Mr. Leishman.
Evening, Mayor, Council, you too. Couple quick things. Tearing down 2 houses starting January 4th. We'll get your tree cut down. I guess Mayor-elect Elliott will put in a new public works person or whoever, whatever we're doing there. I'll work with them to get Mark Road torn down. My wife was very appreciative of the COVID money. Things you all been on. But Councilwoman Thompson, Councilman Hudson, it's been a pleasure working with you these last few years. And if you need anything from me at any time, give me a holler. I will miss you all, and I appreciate the opportunity to work with you. I think we've all done the best we can for Dunbar over the last few years. And Mayor Cunningham, I'll get your office ready, so when you come back next week, you'll have somewhere to sit.
No.
Okay, 3 weeks. Give me one. I'll take any questions.
What about, I think, help me, is it 1312 Payne?
1312 Payne?
Yeah, what's the status? I mean, I know the status, but I don't know what's
Well, it was, do a remediation on it. Okay. And
the guy called me today and wanted to rent the truck, so I'm not sure. He was gonna get the truck for this weekend coming up to get that stuff out of there.
but he has to clear that through Debbie to make sure all municipal fees are paid, so. On things like that though, too, we're not getting anywhere on evictions and things like that because of issues, and now they've declared another moratorium on them, so They kind of put a stymie to us on a couple of things, but, we'll find some workarounds. We're trudging on. Anyone else? Merry Christmas to you all.
Mr. Jones.
Thank you, Mayor, Council. Yes, I want to thank all the council, the mayor and the clerk for the COVID money. The department really loved it. And the ham and turkey, even though somebody kept on stuffing somebody's buggy up there, trying to get more stuff. It's a pretty fun time. Really don't have much going on. We already know that we're going to be delayed on the critter dinner for a while. So, other than that, Mayor, thank you for letting me do what I've done for the last few years. Really appreciate it. You let me go out and do some things I've never done before, and I really do appreciate that.
We won't talk about those things. But I mean, the picture's still on my camera, so.
Oh, okay. And whatever Q was talking about the other day, we still don't know. But Connie knows. Other than that, Councilman Thompson and Hudson, thank you for your service. And if you need anything, don't forget to call Q.
If you need me, I'll call you.
And I also want to say Merry Christmas and thank you all and have a Happy New Year.
Okay. Mr. Elliott.
Mayor, Council, I want to thank everybody for the thoughts and prayers for the last 2 weeks. It's been a rough 2 weeks, but I'm here. It was really close. You know, it makes you open your eyes and see things different, and I'm hoping that that'll help me on in that position up there later on next month. Mayor, I've appreciated everything you've let me do, and then all the stuff that we've got into, whether it be good or bad. I learned a lesson. Greg, it's been fun working with you. I'm still here. I'll do anything you need. You know that. Connie, same thing here. The guys are busting their butts down there, working really good for Donnie right at the minute. I come and go. Tomorrow, I'm hoping to be able to find out whether I get a prosthetic or not. But anything that you all have, you can call down to the garage. Madge or Donnie will take care of you during the time that I'm not there. I've been popping in and out a lot just to see how things are going, and it's going great. I'll take anybody's questions if anybody has any.
Okay. All right, time for council and mayor's comments.
Mayor, I want to take this opportunity to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Also want to take this opportunity to thank you, sir, for everything you've done for our citizens of Dunbar. It's been a pleasure working with you. Want to miss you a lot. Scott, we hope will step in and take it and follow with your footsteps. I've worked with about 5 administrations, and probably this last administration has probably been one of the best that I have worked with. It's been great with the council. We've had a good council. Connie and Greg, we're going to miss you. But I do, most of all, appreciate Bill for everything that he has done for our town. There's been a lot of things done that people don't see, but it's been done, and there's a lot more things to be done. So there again, I really appreciate you, sir.
Well, thank you. Linda, oh, Greg gets to go first. He said that. Keep overlooking Greg down here.
I just want to thank all of our department heads for the great year the great 4 years we've had. Council, mayor, pastor, and Connie, we will miss you guys. But I've lived here all my life. I grew up here, and I can say that these last 4 years, I've saw more progress than I have since I've been interested in politics, and I contribute to these department heads here, in this council, and this mayor, and I truly appreciate working with all of you. And, I just want to say thank you and Merry Christmas, and everybody have a Happy New Year.
It's been a great 3.5 years, and because you got me into this position, nominated me the first time the council elected me, that gives me free rein to call you anytime I need.
Absolutely.
Yes.
As long as you dial on Debbie's number.
Hey, I have her number. But Merry Christmas to everyone. Have a great time. And remember the reason for the season. And we will miss Connie very much and very, very much too.
Okay. I just want to say it's been 11.5 years, and it's been a good 11.5 years. One of my biggest achievements, and one thing that I wanted to make sure that was done before I left office, I wanted to make sure that the fireman's pension was taken care of. For the first 7.5 years, it was not taken care of. It was not addressed for I'm not sure how many years before that. This administration was able to and has established the fireman's pension. What do I get out of it? Nothing. I'm not married to a fireman. I don't have any relation to a fireman. But a promise is a promise. And if we have made that promise that they would have a pension, we needed to address that. And I appreciate the mayor, working with us, the clerk, the council. It was an important accomplishment that I had to have done before I left office. So I just appreciate everybody's work on that. It was a big, huge undertaking, and I appreciate everyone doing that. Under my administration, almost, I think every year that I was on council, we have been able to give the employees some kind of a raise. No, it's not enough at times. It needs to be more at times. But we've accomplished to be able to give everybody wages during the time. Let's see, what else? I would seriously like y'all to really think and look into the Public Works Department as far as wages goes. Personally, I feel that we need to, as we do with the police and the fire, yes, they are educated, yes, they are professional people, but we're also expecting our Public Works Department people, some of them to do concrete work, some of them to do paving, some of them to do plumbing, whatever different aspects that they do. They should be paid. If you would call a plumber or call a paving company or call a HVAC person, whatever, they get paid good money. We need to pay our Public Works Department better. Or look at possibly doing scales to where if you're a mechanic, you get paid a certain amount. If you're just a garbage person, you get paid a certain amount. But I really seriously think that we need to look at the Public Works Department and pay the people. They're out there in the elements, all the time. They work 5 days a week. They lift refrigerators, they lift couches, they have to clean up the crap that everybody else sends out for the trash man. So I really would like to see that we look at the Public Works Department. Greg, I'm asking you and Sharon to make sure that you will pay attention to the East End. Being the 11.5 years I was, in office, Hugh has thought, oh my God, what else does she want now? But we've got a lot accomplished in the East End.
Oh, yeah.
We've had several houses tore down. We've had several new houses built in that area. It's only fair to keep that focus on the East End. And it should be just as much a focus as anything down here in the downtown. It's important. It's an older population up in that area. The houses turn over a little quicker because of rental property and things like that. Hugh, like I say, he'll roll his eyes and he'll say, oh my gosh, but work with you, keep the ball rolling in the East End. It's important, our house values should be the same as someone on 22nd Street or somebody on 18th Street. Seriously work on continue to work on that. Just God bless y'all all. You know, so far, we've all been safe. We've not gotten COVID. Everybody's pretty healthy. Bill and Connie have done an awesome job. Like I say, I went through the Jack's administration. I went with Terry Greenlee's administration. You know, they work together as a team, and that's what it's required, to work together as a team. I'm sure at times, you know, Connie has thought that, you know, she was right. At times, Bill always thinks he's right. Don't say that. But they work together as a team, and that's what it takes in order to.
Sometimes you just gotta keep your mouth shut, Connie, you know?
Well, I'm just saying, they work together as a team, and it's really made a huge difference in this administration. Just God bless you all, and Merry Christmas. Okay, I'm done, Jim.
I don't think I can even stand up. I hate to see administration come to an end, but it does. And we're looking forward to a brand new outlook for the city with the new mayor elect coming in. And Mr. Elliott, these three that are sitting up here, it's been definitely a big pleasure to work with y'all for the last 3.5 years. We've got a lot accomplished. It's been exciting to work with all the department heads, see everything happen. And I'm looking forward to the new upcoming 4 years with our new administration and whatever Scott has laid out for his new directors and things throughout the city. We're going to support you. I'll be ready for you. Bill, you've been great, man. I really appreciate everything we've done together. It's been a good ride, man. I know you all, hopefully all you guys are going to be here, stay active with the city and keep going, please. Don't lay down some of the rest of them have. I know you're not, and that's what makes us a great value, guys. The department heads, thank y'all very, very much, and everybody, I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and look forward to a new year.
I just take a moment to say that in late 2007, when it looked like I might be moving to Dunbar, and into 2008, I had all kinds of people warn me not to move here, but I chose this town and love living here. In 2015 to the present, I still remember in 2015, Terry Greenlee called me. Harold Crago called first. I must be your replacement, I guess, on that time. But there was a vacancy, and Harold called. I was on vacation. He said, "You're going to get a call from the mayor to see if you're interested in something." And so from that 15 forward, I've had the joy of serving the citizens of Dunbar. And now I don't mean that every day was a joy. You're getting screamed at on the phone sometimes, or not getting things done the way you want, all that. But as a whole, it has thoroughly been my joy the last 5 years to serve the citizens here. And I've been blessed to work with Terry Greenlee and Mayor Cunningham, and learned from both of those. And so appreciate it, and Bill, appreciate working with you the last 3.5 years. And even with Steve as interim for 6 weeks through there.
Wasn't that long, but
yeah,
a few weeks.
But it has been a joy to serve the citizens here in Dunbar. I've tried to pour my heart into it. One thing my dad taught me is never let anybody outwork you. So I worked as hard as I could to serve. Wish Scott and the new council, administration, everyone well. And Bobby Yeager will be taking my place. And so wish him well for Ward 2. And so Doug, you and Bobby keep our area, neighborhood in mind. Trust. But thank you all for letting me serve with you. And again, to the citizens, it has been a joy to be able to serve you the last 5.5 years.
I don't know where to start, because I'm looking at both sides of the administration of the city of Dunbar. I've moved here. It'll be 50 years in February when I married my beautiful wife. She's a Dunbar resident, born and raised here. I served on the fire department for 25 years, so I know what it was like to be on the other side. We fought, and we argued and everything else, trying to get things done, trying to make it a better place to live and better for employees and stuff. And I have to say,
I was elected to one, administration, and for different reasons, Dana Hayes and I decided to resign. It's water over the dam now. But when I was asked by Mayor Cunningham to fill Mr. Crago's position, which was an honor because Harold was a great guy, he really was. And I just couldn't believe the difference between working with Mayor Cunningham and this administration compared to what we were working with under the administration that I was elected to the first time around. But anyway, it's been an honor to work with everybody on this council. It's amazing what the department heads have done this time around, especially Scott, with the amount of people he has down there in Public Works. What they get done is just unbelievable, because we used to have 30 people in Public Works. And it was just unbelievable. And now he's doing practically the same amount of work with 14, 15 people. And I commend you for that, Scott, what you've done the last year. I'm gonna miss Connie. I've known her for years, not only from her being on the council, me on the fire department. We go to church together. And Reverend Hudson, it's been a pleasure serving with you. I just can't commend you enough how you stay on top of the finances. Between you and the mayor, I've never seen an administration that knows, well, and city clerk too, with Connie, that knows every dollar that moves in and out of this city and why and who it's for. And that's a big task. It really is. And that shows your all's love for this city also. I thank everybody for helping me along and serving on council. And I wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and please be safe, because we got to get through Christmas and New Year's, and that's usually a bad time of the year if you're out on the highway and stuff. So just be safe, and God bless everybody.
Let me just say, I've really enjoyed working with the three of you guys. I've been doing this for a couple of years now, so I've kind of seen different administrations, and I can honestly say this group has worked together better than any group that I have ever seen in all the years I've been involved. I mean, Bill, you've been the leader of the pack here, and I mean, we've accomplished so much with so little. Heck, we patched streets, we paved streets, and we built streets. Before, it was a task just to get them patched. So, I mean, working together with the department heads and you guys leading up front, we have accomplished a whole lot. And personally, I hope that the next administration works as well as this administration does together. That's the bottom line. You have to work together and watch your money. We did an excellent job in watching the money. Finance department did a great job with it. Bill and Connie oversaw all that. And Bill, with your leadership, I think the city of Dunbar really went forward a lot the past 4 years. And that being said, wish everybody a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, be safe. Please don't forget the reason for this season.
Like it's pretty much all been said, I want to say, but I will miss Connie. Bill, Greg, you've done a wonderful job, and I agree. I look over the group up here, just great people all across there. And there's great people out here, and I'm cautiously optimistic that we can work together with the next administration, but I'm cautious about that because this has been a great group, and I appreciate it. I'm like Mike, I'd like to wish everybody a Merry Christmas, and please remember the reason for this. God bless.
Well, I guess this is it for me for a formal meeting. It's been bittersweet. In order to be successful, you have to respect the people that you work with. And I think that's what we've done as a council. We've all respected one another, and same with the department heads. You all been very supportive. Well, I've dealt with cancer for the last almost a year. It's been a struggle, but it gave me purpose. Every day, I had some place to come. I had a job to do and things to do. And it could distract me from other things going on. So this job has really saved me during this time. And again, I just can't say enough about how much I appreciate it. So with that, Scott, I pass the gavel to you. Come get it, buddy. Every one of these department heads I can talk to them 24 hours a day. They're out here whenever council would call me or mention something to me. If everybody knows, I go straight to my phone, I text them, and things start happening, things get done. Whatever department it is, we start getting answers to what's going on. And I think that is the success that we've had for the last year is nobody is hesitant to come and talk to people about what's going on and try to find a solution and work together for these solutions. And I'm a problem solver. I like dealing with problems. I like dealing with mechanical things, financial things. I like to try to wrap my head around it and find solutions. And some things I can't find. I haven't been able to find solutions for. And I think when that happens, it's time to turn the reins over to someone else. And this is the way government should work. You come in and you do the best you can do, you accomplish what you can accomplish, and then let somebody, a fresh person, come in behind you and revitalize it, and start picking it up and moving it forward. And I think that's what needs to happen with this city right now. I mean, we've got a momentum going. Now it's time for the fresh leader to come in and grow on what we've been able to accomplish the last couple of years. We've tasted success, just like they tell you in sports. You know, it's easy to win once you've learned how to win. So, you know, we have learned how to win, and winning is the council and all the department and employees working together to make this a better city. So that's my hope and prayer for the future of Dunbar, that, you know, that we continue to respect one another and work with one another and try to strive to keep making things better. So,
Mr. Mayor, for the good of the order, if there's no other city business, I move that we adjourn this meeting.
Meeting adjourned.
Here, here. I do have one question. We get the whole batch of Kim.
You're still like a lot of
How can they get over here?